So last class we were doing 9.4, right? We were doing exercise 9.4. That we finished till 10th problem, right? We'll do 2 more problems and then proceed to the next exercise. So the 11th problem is x cube plus x square plus x plus 1 into dy by dx is equal to 2x square plus x when y is equal to 1 when x is equal to 0. So the given point is 0, 1. For the differential equation, find a particular solution satisfying the given condition. So how to solve this? Two x square plus x divided by x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Right? Now what can we do? So how to solve this? Anybody? So it is in which form?
So we have to split it apart like x plus 1 into x square plus 1.
Which one? The denominator? Huh?
Yes, sir. It will become in the form of a plus bx plus c, that format of partial
Okay.
fraction.
Okay. So we can actually take it like this. No, px square plus q divided by, you're trying to say px square plus qx plus c divided by ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, where you're able to factorize the denominator. That's what you're trying to say, right?
Yes, sir.
So how did you know that it is x plus 1 into x square plus 1? So whenever you have a cubic equation, what are you supposed to do? So
Trial and error
what
method.
you have to first try out using trial and error method. So in trial and error method, what is it you can substitute?
Minus
You will
one.
try with 0.
Minus
Yeah,
1.
you here minus 1 will satisfy this. When minus 1 satisfies this, minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 plus 1, it will be a 0. Right? When it is satisfying, minus 1 will be one of the roots. Then you need to take the coefficients 1, 1, 1 and 1. Right? 0, 1 plus 0, 1. Here it will be minus 1, 0, minus 1 into 0, minus 1 into 0, 0, 1, minus 1 into 1, 0. Right? So the answer will be x plus 1 into, put an x square here, x here, and a constant. So it will be x square plus 1. So x plus 1 into x square plus 1 is what is this? X cube plus x square plus x plus 1. So this is synthetic division. I've already explained. Those who have forgotten, revisit continuity and differentiability and learn it again. So dy by dx is equal to 2x square plus x divided by x plus 1 into x square plus 1. So what can we do here? So this can be written as this 2x square plus x divided by x plus 1 into x square plus 1 can be written as x plus 1 by x square plus 1. Right? So what will be the numerator of x plus 1?
A.
A. What will be the numerator of x square plus 1?
B.
Bx plus c.
It will be bx plus c because we have a quadratic equation in the denominator. Right? Now listen. So dy by dx will be equal to a divided by x plus 1. So you need to find out, right? So a divided by x plus 1 plus bx plus c divided by x square plus 1, when this is equal to 2x square plus x divided by x plus 1 into x square plus 1. Tell me what is the value of a and b. So a into x square plus 1 plus bx plus c into x plus 1 is equal to 2x square plus x, no? Solve and tell me what is the value of a and b.
Sir,
Yeah.
B will be 3 by 2.
B is 3 by 2. Okay.
A will be 1 by 2 and C will be minus 1 by 2.
A is 1 by 2 and C is minus 1 by
Minus
2.
1. Yes, sir.
So A plus C, half minus half is 0. Yes, okay. B plus C should be 1. So 3 by 2 minus half is 1. Okay, that's satisfied. A plus B is 2. Half plus 3 by 2 is 2. That's right. Okay. So then you will have dy by dx is equal to, what can you write it as? 1 by 2 into x plus 1 plus bx plus c. 3 by 2x minus half the whole divided by x square plus 1. Right? So dy will be equal to dx divided by 2 into x plus 1 plus 3x minus 1 divided by 2 into x square plus 1 dx. So y will be equal to what? 1 by 2 into ln of x plus 1. Log of x plus 1 plus 1 by 2 into, what can we do with this? Or we can write it as 3 by 2 into integral of x divided by x square plus 1 dx minus 1 by 2 into integral of dx divided by x square plus 1. So this thing, if you take the denominator as t, numerator will be dt by 2. Then we can solve. So what will happen to integral of 1 by x square plus 1? This will be tan inverse x. For this one, you should get 1 by 2 into log of x square plus 1. This part I'm leaving it to you. So this will be the required differential equation. So y is equal to 1 by 2 into log of x plus 1 plus 3 by 4 into log of x square plus 1 minus 1 by 2 into tan inverse of x plus c. But what did they ask? They have asked the particular solution, right? So for finding the particular solution, you have the point 0, 1, substitute it in this, find the value of c, and then again substitute it back. So this part also, hope you people can do it. Right? Okay. We'll move on to the next problem.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
sir, how it is half root integral dx by x square plus 1, sir, last.
Which one? I split it
The
into.
last.
I split
Okay,
this
sir.
term. Yeah. Okay. So moving on to the next one. 1 minute. So integral of, so this is 1 minute. So x into x square minus 1 into dy by dx is equal to 1. Y is equal to 0 when x is equal to 2. So again, if you observe, this whole thing is a function of x. So dy will be equal to dx divided by x into x square minus 1. This also has to be solved using partial fractions only. So what will be the partial fractions? 1 divided by x into x square minus 1 will be equal to a divided by x plus bx plus c divided by x square minus 1. Okay, find ABC and then solve it. So this is the hint. Okay. So just write down hint, leave space, you solve it later. Next. So 13th one, how to solve? I remember giving this exercise as homework. So dy by dx is equal to cos inverse of a, which implies dy is equal to cos inverse of a times dx, right? Then y will be equal to how much?
X cos inverse
Cos
A
inverse.
plus C.
X cos inverse of a plus c. X is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. Substitute it, get the value of c, and then substitute it back.
C is 1.
How much c is 1?
Yes, sir.
Then y will be equal to x cos inverse of a plus 1. This will be the particular solution. Okay. Then I think I can go a little fast. We'll complete this chapter today. So dy by dx is equal to y tan x. Y is equal to 1 when x is equal to 0. So how to do this? Dy by y is equal to tan x dx. Integrating on both the sides, what do you get? Log y is equal to log secant x plus, you can take it as log c because log is involved. So y is equal to 1, x is equal to 0. So points are 0, 1. So when you substitute, log 1 is equal to log of secant 0 plus log c. So what do you get? 0, 0. So log c will be equal to 1.
Sir, secant 0 is 1, sir.
Secant 0 is 1, but log of 1 is 0. No?
Oh, okay, sir.
Yeah. So log c will be equal to 1, which implies c is equal to e power 1. That is e. So what we can write is,
Sir, then
yeah, tell
log
me.
C also should
Log
be
C
0.
is equal to 0, no, sir.
Log c is 0. No? Yeah, log c is 0. Then that is a constant. No, you take log c and substitute it here. What will be the required differential equation? Log y will be equal to log secant x. So log y is equal to log secant x. Okay, next one. Find the equation of the curve passing through the point origin and whose differential equation dy by dx is equal to 1 minute. So dy by dx is equal to e power x sin x. So dy will be equal to e power x sin x, and integrating on both the sides we get y is equal to integral of e power x sin x. Tell me what is the answer for this. So isolate first function into integral of second function minus integral of derivative of first function into integral of second function dx. So y will be equal to sin x into e power x minus, again when you apply the rule, what will you get?
So after solving, we will get e power x sin x minus e power x cos x minus in a bracket.
1 minute. E power x sin x minus bracket.
Bracket of e power x cos x.
Yeah.
Plus integral of e power x sin x dx.
But integral of e power sin x dx is nothing but y.
Y.
So y will, you will have a plus c also. So y is equal to e power x sin x minus e power x cos x minus y plus c. So 2y will be equal to e power x sin x minus e power x cos x. Is this right? So substituting 0, 0, 2 into 0 is equal to 0 minus 1 into 1 plus c, which implies c is 1. Correct? So 2y will be equal to e power x into sin x minus cos x plus 1. This is the required particular solution. Or you can take the y to the other side. You can take 2 to the other side. Write it as e power x divided by 2 into sin x minus cos x plus half. So I hope there is answer given in book.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll do one last problem, then we'll go to the next exercise. 16th one. For the differential equation xy into dy by dx is equal to x plus 2 into y plus 2, find the solution of the curve passing through the point 1, 1. So I'm directly writing it down. Having y terms on one side, y dy divided by y plus 2 is equal to x plus 2 divided by x times dx. So how you can solve this is, when the numerator and denominator of the same are of the same power, make the numerator exactly the same as denominator. So I'm adding a 2 and subtracting a 2. So y plus 2 minus 2 times dy will be equal to 1 plus 2 by x times dx. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled. Sorry. So it will be y plus 2 by y plus 2 minus 2 divided by y plus 2 times dy is equal to 1 plus 2 by x times dx. So when you integrate on both the sides, you will get y minus 2 times log of y plus 2 will be equal to how much? X plus 2 log x plus c. So what are the points given? 1 comma minus 1, substitute it, you will get the required answer. 1 comma minus 1, if you substitute, minus 1 minus 2 log of 1 is equal to 1 minus 2 log 1 plus. So 2 log 1 is 0, 2 log 1 is 0. So this will be minus 2 is c. Substituting back, c is equal to minus 2 here will give you the required particular solution. Okay. So that is all about 9.4. Now we will go to the next exercise, that is 9.5. Just give me a minute. Okay. So in this chapter, formation of differential equation whose general solution is given, that is 9.3, and solutions of linear differential equation of the type, that is 9.6, are not there. So we will finish this chapter today, that is 9.5, which is based on a concept called as homogeneous differential equation. So it is called homogeneous differential equations. So here homogeneous means of the same powers. Okay. So here homogeneous means same power. I'll take certain examples. See, if you see f1, the function of x comma y is given as y square plus 2xy. Okay. So you have to see this, right? Y square plus 2xy. Here the power of y is 2 and the power of 2 into x power is 1, y power is 1. The sum of both is 2. So there is a homogeneous equation. Similarly, f2 of x comma y, what is this? So if you take,
it's also a homogeneous equation.
it is a homogeneous because power 1, power 1. What about this thing? There is also going to be homogeneous only, right? You're going to get back the same thing. Sin x plus cos y, there is also homogeneous. Okay. So every time what we can do is, if you observe the equation, if the powers of all the variables, the sum of all the powers of the variables used in the expression is the same. Okay. For example, y square is one term, 2xy is one term. The sum of both is an expression. In the expression, if you look at the power of each term, that should be the same. That is the meaning of homogeneous equation. So that is when you observe. So how will you mathematically prove the same thing when a particular equation is given? That is, we need to follow this. If we replace x and y with a variable which is lambda x and lambda y respectively for any non-zero constant lambda, then what we will get, f1 of lambda x into lambda y. If you look at the first question, so f1 of x comma y, look at the way I'm writing, no? Y square plus 2xy. So if I ask you what is f1 of lambda x comma lambda y, what will you say? It will be lambda square y square plus 2 into lambda x into lambda y. So what is common in both? Lambda square into y square plus 2xy. But what is y square plus 2xy? It is f1 of x comma y. Are you people able to understand all this stuff? Did you understand what I did? Just tell me the mathematical operation. Remaining part I'll explain. I hope you understood what I did. So in the place of x and y, you need to replace it with lambda x and lambda y. If you do that, we are getting lambda square into f1 of xy. Means the original function, when you replace x with lambda x and y with lambda y, the final expression is coming out as lambda raised to the power 2 into the original function. Similarly, what is happening with respect to f2 of x comma y? That is 2x minus 3y. So I'm asking, what is f2 of lambda x comma lambda y? Tell me. So 2 into lambda x minus 3 into lambda y. So take out lambda common, it will be 2x minus 3y. What is this? So lambda into f2 of x comma y. So lambda raised to the power what? 1.
1.
You're able to understand? So if for you to mathematically verify whether a given function of two variables, given function of two variables x comma y is a homogeneous function or not, is you need to replace the original parameters x and y with another parameter which is lambda x and lambda y, where lambda is what? Some non-zero constant. Lambda should not be equal to 0. If lambda is a non-zero constant, then if you are getting the form lambda raised to the power n times f of xy, then that particular equation is called as a homogeneous function of degree n. In the sense, for the first example that is taken, what is the degree of the homogeneous equation?
2.
It is 2. For the second one, it is 3. Right? Now I'm giving you a function f3 of x comma y, that is 2x square plus 3xy square. Okay. I'm asking you to verify, is this a homogeneous function or not? One thing is very clear, by looking at the expression, you can say whether it is yes or not. Is it yes or no?
No.
sir.
It is no, because the powers, when you add the powers in the term, for this one it is coming out as 3, for this one it is coming out as 2. But we have to prove it mathematically because we need to follow the definition. So what is this, what are the steps to be followed? f3 of lambda x comma lambda y will be equal to 2 times lambda x square plus 3 times lambda x into lambda y square. So you will have 2 lambda square x square plus 3 lambda cube xy. Since the value of lambda is not able to come out as a common value, there is not a homogeneous function. Am I clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we dealt here is actually a homogeneous function. It's not a differential equation. What is the topic? It's homogeneous differential equation. Okay. But here, whatever we discussed was what? Homogeneous function. So we are speaking about the degree of the given function. Now our now, since you understood what is this homogeneity, now we need to see if a differential equation is given in the homogeneous form, how are we going to solve it? Okay, shall I proceed now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, listen. So now I'm going to talk about homogeneous differential equation. So a differential equation of the form dy by dx, which is a function of two variables f of xy, is said to be homogeneous if f of xy is a homogeneous function of degree 0. Means the function f of xy should be a homogeneous function of degree what? 0. Means in every differential equation problem, what should be the value of n?
0.
0.
N should be 0. Okay. So let us see an example and understand. See, I'll take an example and show you. See, for example, I'm only going to speak about homogeneous differential equation. Okay. Suppose you look at this, x minus y into dy by dx is equal to x plus 2y. So dy by dx is equal to x plus 2y divided by x minus y. I hope you're able to understand till this step. So here I'm talking about a differential equation. I'm not talking about a function. So what is exactly happening? Dy by dx is equal to f of x comma y. So this whole thing is a function, right? For us to conclude that this particular differential equation is a homogeneous differential equation, what should be the degree of this particular function?
0.
It should be 0. So, but we know how to verify the degree of a function, right? See, for example, capital F of xy, I'm writing it as small f of xy divided by g of xy. Okay, where that small f of xy is what? X plus 2y divided by g of xy is called as x minus y. Now, if I ask you about the numerator as a function, is it a homogeneous function or not? It is a
Yes, sir.
I'm talking
Yes,
only
sir.
about it's a homogeneous function of what degree?
1.
1.
It's a homogeneous function of degree 1. The denominator is a homogeneous function of degree 1. If the degree of the function in the numerator and the denominator are equal, then the ratio will become a homogeneous function of degree 0. That is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Are you guys able to understand this? So how to prove it is very simple. For you to verify the function to be a homogeneous function or not, you are going to replace x comma y with lambda x and lambda y. Okay, this will be equal to, in the numerator, wherever x is there, we will replace with lambda x plus 2 times lambda y divided by the denominator lambda x minus 2 times lambda y. What is common? Lambda if you take
Lambda.
out, so x plus 2y divided by x minus 2y divided by lambda. This and this will get cancelled. That will be lambda power 0 into x plus 2y by x minus 2. So lambda power 0 is actually what?
1.
1, right? So what are they indirectly trying to say? For you to have a differential equation of the form dy by dx is equal to f of xy on the right hand side, when you replace x and y with lambda x and lambda y, you are supposed to get back the original function. If you are able to get back the original function, then that kind of a particular differential equation dy by dx is what is called as a homogeneous differential equation. Tell me one thing, are you people clear till this step? If you're clear with this, I can explain you how to solve it. So till now, we only saw how to prove it is a homogeneous differential equation. We don't know how to solve it as well. Am I clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So when you have a homogeneous differential equation, okay, one minute.
So the screen got struck, sir.
Are you all able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Network issue. Till where was I audible? So till where was I audible?
You were still on the textbook, sir. You were going to start.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
You
okay.
are repeating that
But I
sum.
proved you understand. I asked like you whether you guys understood about homogeneous differential equation. I
Yes,
told you
sir.
certain steps. That is
Yes.
over, right?
Yes,
Now
sir.
I'm
That's over.
explaining. Yeah, now I was explaining about the steps to be followed to solve homogeneous differential equation. Once you find that the given differential equation is homogeneous in nature, what are the steps that we are going to follow? So let's say dy by dx is equal to f of xy is the given given homogeneous differential equation. Okay. The first step is we need to put y is equal to vx, where v is a variable. Okay, have this in your mind. Okay. Then we are going to differentiate the first step and write it as, see, I'm going to apply UV rule. When you differentiate y, you're going to get dy by dx. Okay. Dy by dx is equal to applying UV rule on the right hand side. V into derivative of x is 1 plus x into derivative of v is dv by dx. I hope it is clear. So this will be step number 2. Equate second step to the given question. Okay. This is the third step. Fourth, rearrange the equation and apply variables and separables to solve the differential equation. Fifth step is, and the fifth step will be replace v with y by x. So make a note of it. So these are the steps, common steps to be followed when you're trying to solve a homogeneous differential equation.
So why is it a different method to solve a homogeneous equation? Sir?
Because you cannot bring it in the implicit form. You cannot bring it in the explicit form.
Oh,
See, to be very precise, to solve any homogeneous equation, to solve any differential equation, there is only one method, that is variables and separables. Okay, that is the standard method, nothing else is there. But when a differential equation is given, observe, I'll take this example. For example, you take this question itself, the one x plus 2y divided by x minus y. What happens is, it is difficult for us to write x terms separately on one side and y terms separately on one side. So is it possible for you to separate x and y terms from this expression?
No, sir.
No, sir.
You cannot do it, right? If there was a possibility of that sort, we need not use this method at all. We could have gone directly with variables and separables. So this will become an implicit function. In order to make an implicit function as an explicit function, we are following these steps. That's as simple as that.
Okay.
Okay. So for every problem of which is dependent, which is based on homogeneous differential equation, these are the common steps. Nothing outside this. To whatever level you do. Okay, from basic to the highest level, these are the steps. Nothing else. So if you have made a note of it, please let me know. I'll solve an example and show.
Sir, what's written on the third step, sir? Equate 2 is equal to?
2 to this one star.
Okay.
The asterisk. The asterisk. Okay. So I hope you have copied it, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, wait. Now see, they're asking us, show that the given differential equation is what? Homogeneous, and then solve it. You know how to prove it as homogeneous, right? Replace f of x with lambda x comma lambda y and then solve it. I'm directly going to solve it part. Okay. So dy by dx is equal to x plus 2y divided by x minus y. So what is the first step we need to follow? So let this be equation number 1 as of now. Always rearrange the question in the form dy by dx, take it as 1. We need to substitute y is equal to vx, which implies dy by dx is equal to v plus x into dv by dx. This is a very standard form. 2. So what should we do? Second and the first one should be equated. So v plus x into dv by dx is equal to, see, I'm sorry, I forgot one step. X plus, you have to substitute this y is equal to vx wherever y is there. So x plus, what should I do to the right hand side? Did you understand what I'm doing? Yeah, 2 times vx divided by x minus 2 times vx.
Yes.
So what is common? X divided by x into 1 plus 2v divided by 1 minus 2v. Now observe, from 2 variables, we have converted it to 1 variable. That is the reason why we are doing it.
Sir, in the denominator, it is x minus bx, no, sir?
No, there is no 2. It is 1 minus v. Right, now I hope you guys are able to understand why we are actually following this method. Right, now we can do the rearrangements that are needed. So x into dv by dx is equal to 1 plus 2v by 1 minus v minus v. So that will be 1 plus 2v minus v plus v square, the whole divided by 1 minus v. Okay, what will get cancelled? Nothing. So x into dv by dx will be equal to what? V square plus v plus 1, the whole divided by 1 minus v. So x into dv, now I can write it like this. Will you be able to separate x and y terms? We can write 1 minus v divided by 1 plus v, or v square plus v plus 1, is equal to dx divided by x. Right? Now we are able to apply this variable and separable. Now will you be able to solve the left hand side and right hand side? You just need to integrate it, you will get the answer. So 1 minus v divided by 1 plus v square. Okay. So this part onwards, I'm leaving it to you because you know how to integrate it. I'll explain few more examples so that you get clarity of what are the steps to be followed. Okay. Shall I move on to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now listen. Okay. 16th one. Show that the differential equation x into cos y by x into dy by dx is equal to y cos y by x plus x is a homogeneous equation, differential equation, and solve it. So solution here is again, first write dy by dx is equal to what? So what is dy by dx? Y cos of y by x plus x divided by x cos of y by x. Right, let this be equation number 1. Substitute y is equal to vx, which implies dy by dx is equal to v plus x into dv by dx. This will be equation number 2. Right. So when you equate both, you will have v plus x into dv by dx is equal to, for this equation, what are we supposed to do? In the place of y, replace with vx. So vx into cos v plus x the whole divided by x into cos v. Right? So what is common in the numerator? X is there, v cos v plus 1 divided by x into cos v. X and x are common. Now what is x into dv by dx? V cos v plus 1 divided by cos v minus v, which implies v cos v plus 1 minus v cos v the whole divided by cos v. Right? V cos v will get cancelled. Cos v into dv is equal to dx divided by x. So what are we supposed to do? So after this step, I applied variable separables. So integrate on both the sides. We will get sin v is equal to log x plus c. But what is v? So this will be the required answer. Don't leave the final answer in terms of v, because v is the term we have introduced. You should again bring it back to the form y by x. Tell me one thing, am I clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Can do 2 more problems. So remaining you can try. Monday, if there are any doubts from the previous and this exercise, I'll clear it. After that, we can go to the next chapter. Okay, I'm moving on to the next question. 17th one. Show that the differential equation 2y into e power x by y dx is equal plus y minus 2x into e power x by y dy is equal to 0 is homogeneous, and find its particular solution when x is 0 and y is 1. Okay. So one thing I would have told you till now is, when you write dy by dx is equal to f of x comma y, then once you prove it is homogeneous, you can substitute y is equal to bx. Okay. Sometimes what happens is, in the question itself, you will get an indirect hint. So in the question, if you see this kind of a format, instead of y by x, it is x by y. So we need to do a reverse operation to this, meaning instead of taking it as dy by dx is equal to f of x comma y, we will take dx by dy is equal to f of x comma y. Means I will try to find out what is dx by dy is equal to. So what is dx by dy? Can you rearrange and tell me? right? I hope you understood till this step. So you know how to prove it as a homogeneous equation. Replace with lambda x lambda y, same thing, you'll still get it as lambda power 0. Don't worry about it. The next thing is, the reason why I took it as dx by dy is because I don't have e power y by x, rather I have x by y. Then what are we going to do? Instead of writing y is equal to vx, in this problem we will write x is equal to vy. See, the steps are the same. Only thing is whether you're going to write y is equal to vx or x is equal to vy. If I write x is equal to vy, then on differentiating with respect to y. So when you write x is equal to vy, on differentiating with respect to y. See, try to understand. When we wrote y is equal to vx, you differentiated with respect to x. But when you write x is equal to vy, differentiating with respect to y, tell me, dx by dy will be equal to
E plus y dv by dy.
Y dv by dx.
it is y dv by dy, right? So if this is equation number 1, this will be equation number 2. And in the place of x, you obviously need to replace it with vy. So using 2 and 1, what do we get? V plus y into dv by dy, that is I replace dx by dy with this thing, will be equal to 2 into, in the place of x, what can we write? Vy into e power, tell me, e power
V.
v minus y, leave it as it is, divided by 2y into e power v. Okay, so y gets cancelled, 2v into e power v minus 1 divided by 2 into e power v is equal to v plus y into dv by dy. So y into dv by dy will be equal to 2v into e power v minus 1 divided by 2 e power v minus v. So when you take LCM, you will have 2v e power v minus 1 minus 2e e power 2v e power v, the whole divided by 2 e power v. This and this will get cancelled. So 2 times e power v into dv is equal to minus dy by y. Now you can solve this. 2 into e power v is equal to minus log y plus c. But what is v? X by y is equal to minus log y plus c. This will be the required general differential equation. Sorry, general solution, but they're asking particular solution. Substitute x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 1. Generally, what will get? 2 into e power x is 0 means 2 into e power 0 is 2 is equal to minus 1. So c is 2 actually. Can someone check the answer in the textbook? It is 2 into e power x by y minus log y plus 2.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's right. It's right only, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's okay. Next question is, show that the family of curves for which the slope of tangent at any point x comma y on it is x square plus y square by 2xy is given by the expression x square minus y square is equal to cx. So they have given you the general solution. They're asking you to prove that this is the general solution of the given differential equation x square plus y square by 2xy. So what have they given? Slope of tangent. Right? Now how to solve this? Let this be equation number 1. Put y is equal to vx. So v plus x into dv by dx is equal to x square plus v square x square divided by 2 into x into vx. If you take out x square common, 1 plus v square divided by 2v square is this thing. replace it. X into dv by dx is equal to 1 plus v square divided by 2v square minus v, which implies
Sir, that is 2v, no?
2v. Yeah, sorry, here 2v. It will be 1 plus v square minus 2v square divided by 2v. So x into dv by dx will be equal to how much? 1 minus v square divided by 2v. So 2v divided by 1 minus v square into dv is equal to dx divided by x. So I think you need to take 1 minus v square as t. Then the numerator will be minus dt. So left hand side is 1 minus v square is equal to t, and then proceed. Right hand side is obviously log x. So remaining part you know to solve. So in this chapter, you need to only understand, see, to conclude, the first two exercises, first three is about differentiation. The last three is about integration. And as I told you, integration, there is only one method, which is variable separables. This is one of the special methods we are learning, that's it. But finally, what we are doing is we are trying to bring it back into the variable separable form and then solve. So you need to be good with integration in this to solve the problems in this chapter. Okay. So I hope things are clear,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
The remaining problems, how many are there? I think there are 16 problems, right? So remaining 16 problems, you can try it as homework, and similarly, you can try 9.4 also as homework. 16 plus maximum, I think 10 problems, 26 minutes, 5 days time is there. Each day you do 5 problems also, you can complete it. So complete. If you have any doubt, I'll clear it in the next class. And then we'll start the next chapter, that is vector algebra. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So that's all from my side. Just wait for a minute.